All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS, and citation y'all around the world is teaching truth. And shalom to you, series Aqua. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bangada with Chicago Branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, again, black is a color, not a nationality, okay? We are not affiliated with any black identity stream groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups, all right? So today I'm just going to get a little bit of info about our people before, our people from basically from the East, West Africa, and etc., man. All right, West Africa, Asia, all right, etc. All right, see, Esau took the history of our people. He turned it upside down. And he hid it. All right, and with this word, you got to be a detective, man. All right, in the truth, you got to be a detective, man. All right, you got to find clues. You got to put them together. All right. Because Esau's a liar, man, because guess what? His job is to be a deceiver. So, you're not going to go to if you want to solve a crime, you're not going to go to that particular criminal that committed a crime. All right. You're going to go find authorities like a detective, or you're going to hire a private detective, man. All right. It says right here, it says Psalms 58:3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. As soon as they be born, they speak lies. Right, man. So, Esau, the so-called white man, is a liar, man. All right. He already lied about himself, saying that he's white when he's actually red. All right. In various shades of red. All right. He lied about the history of America and how he got it. Saying that Christopher Columbus discovered America. So he constantly lying he's constantly lying up today, man. You turn on the TV. And right now they had the political debate, whatever the heck it's called. I don't follow because I don't vote anymore, all right? Because both parties are liars, man. Full of liars, man. They just tell you to make you feel good, and plus your vote don't count, man. All right. The electoral college decides who's the president. All right. Anyway, all those politicians, they're in the pocket of Esau, man. All right. Even the Israelite politicians, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelite politicians, man, so much they could do, man. All right. So, they are not your these politicians, whether it be of Esau, the rest of heathens, or amongst 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right. They are not our salvation, man. All right. So this system is not set up to tell your Israelites the truth about yourself. It's not. They definitely ain't gonna tell you the truth about the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right. They definitely ain't gonna tell you that. All right. And about Yahweh Shai, the one everybody in you call Jesus. All right. So, they're not gonna stop relying on them, man. All right. You gotta rely on Yahweh Shai to tell you the truth, man. Pray that Yahweh give you the spirit to see the truth, certain things, man. All right. That does exactly the truth, not of your own understanding, man. All right, because that's dangerous, man. Cause you try to lean by your understanding, you get bugged out in these false doctrines, man. Like the reptilians rule the earth, well, that's not scripture. All right, all types of madness, man. All right, well, I think let me get another scripture, man. It says Isaiah 29:15. It said, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who see or who know us? All right, so the structure is talking about Esau, man. Also, who's Illuminati, man. All right. All right. It says, cause they one day they got cause it said Ezekiel 28:3 that Esau wiser than Daniel, man. So they got the records, man. the so-called Neo-Latino. They back in the speckled birds, like who are the Israelites, man? All right, they may not can break scriptures down like we can, but they had the actual records of our people, man. All right, you think they got all this Illuminati bills made illuminated ones? You go to the Vatican got all types of treasure, got our books, man. All right, I mean I said it before. I remember years ago, man. I was like 20 something years ago. I looked on TV, and one of the Catholic priests pulled out a Bible, man, and on that Bible it had like a it was a what type of drawing? It was sort of like some type of to me it looked like some type of kitty drawing, but on that book it was actually an angel, man. It was so-called black angel on that book, man, with wings and stuff. Nobody paid attention to it, man. All right, it was showing they got our history, man. You know. All right, it was on matter of fact, it was on Channel 7. All right, I think it might have been like a Easter program or something like that. All right. But anyway, it says, surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as pot of clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, and shall the thing frame of him that framed it, he held himself. Right, so Esau turned everything upside down, man. All right, like it said in Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20, woe to them that say good is evil, evil is good, man. All right, from history he turns her down, from morality, man. Esau turned everything upside down, man. All right, even the time itself, man, he messed up time with the Gregorian calendar, man. All right, when he supposed to go not according to the sun, but by moon to moon, evening to evening, man. All right, and he messed up the year, you know. So he's not gonna tell you everything, man. All right, he definitely ain't gonna tell you about your own history, man, because as I stated, man, yesterday. From Babylon to Timbuktu. All right. Paruto for our Windsor. All right. Like I said, I'm going to go into Jake's that was into Islam. I'm going to show you they. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Because I told you yesterday that our people they kept they converted to Islam, but they was and they still kept their Israelite nationality, man. All right, your religion don't change your nationality, as Esau teaches, man. All right, you don't change who your forefathers is, and plus our forefathers they was gonna go off by doing that. You can read that in what's part of the curses, and probably read that in Deuteronomy 31. I believe it start with 16 on down. Then also Deuteronomy 28. And 64 that we would go into the other doctrines, man. All right, so this is page 120. It said many of the tribes in Sahara and Sudan are Muslim in religion but are Hebrew nationality. Nahum Slug says number these Islamized Jews may be found everywhere. They are among the nomads of Algeria, the small, the Hanassa, the Tribes, the Masmata, all right, the Morajoran, the Kabylis, the Tuareg. You will find them among them in southern Morocco, among powerful clans of the Dakatans, who controls the routes to Sudan and southward. They are non-Jewish by religion, but are aware of their Hebrew origin. They are friendly to Jewish merchants. Frankly, the Jew is the only communication between these tribes and the outside world. It says the Dogon Jews are scattered in clans, though many caravan routes away to the Sahara and Sudan. Gabe says the word Dakatan means trader. They are located near Timbuktu, 100 miles northward. They are also found east of Timbuktu and Gayo. It said it says the two main factors that motivate the black Jews, all right, when you say black, I mean they dark, all right, dark skin. Nobody's black like these fonts, all right, so they're like a dark brown skin, very shades of brown. These two main factors that motivate the black Jews to penetrate into North Africa were commerce and persecution. All right, also these two factors impelled them to migrate into Central Africa, what is known as Sudan. All right. So when somebody tell you, oh, you talking to so-called Negroes and West Indians and Haitians, all right, who was Judah Benjamin Levi. When somebody tell you, all you sub-Saharan African, all that, all right, but they don't know that they into history, all right. Some people ain't into history, man. They just wicked as hell, racist, man. All right, but with the ones that ignorant about it, what they fail to realize is that there was Israelites all throughout so-called sub-Saharan Africa, man. And plus, you go to James 1:1, it says what? It said to 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad, man. All right, so our people scattered everywhere, man. You go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 27, I believe 4 Deuteronomy 4:27, or was it Deuteronomy 4:7? It says what? That we should be scattered, man. All right, so all 12 tribes and just in one particular place, man. We all over the earth, man. All right. Now let's go to another book. It's my favorite right here, man. All right, this is Servants of Allah, African Muslim Slave in Americas. All right, so we know that so-called Negroes aren't Africans, so these are Israelites. All right, these are Israelites who happen to take up the doctrine of Islam, man. All right, and you can see he got a mitre, all right, upon his head. All right, you can see that amongst you can also see that amongst the Northern Kingdom, tribe of Reuben and the tribe of Gad, man. They also had mitres upon their head. All right, and let me see right here. So it's by Sylvian A. Dioff. All right, so. So let's talk about the literacy of our people. All right. So it says, go up here. It says, Lamin Kebe, a former Quranic teacher and slave in the United States, made a point of mentioning that he had a few girls representing the school in Futa, Jalun, Guyana, that his own aunt was more learned than himself and eminent for her superior requirements for her skills in teaching. He further gave his interlocutor names of the women who had been devoted teachers for life. They had rivaled some of the most celebrated other sects in success, reputation for talent, and extraordinary acquisition. This is not an isolated case. Women in other parts of the Muslim world, including Africa, were recognized for their knowledge. All right. So, there you go, man. They don't, it said not only were Quranic schools accessible to boys and girls in the co-ed setting, but they were also open to non-Muslims. Some parents sent their children to the about teacher cleric because literacy was prestigious and useful, and those schools were the only educational structures available. This phenomenon is mentioned by Mungo Park, who visited Senegambia, Guyana, and Mali from 1795 to 1797 by French explorer Gaspar Diodormono, who was in the same area in 1818. Striving for literacy was quite strong in West Africa. All right, it says when Al Magali, the Algerian scholar and counselor of King Rufin, left Kano, Nigeria at the end of the 15th century, the city boasted 3,000 teachers. As Al Magali stressed in his accounts, 100 years. All right, let's go right here. 100 years later, the West African town Timbuktu in Mali had 150 schools. Among the first acts of religious leaders who founded the theocracies of the Bundu, Futa, Jalan, Futan Toro, and Sokoto was to build more schools, encourage higher learning. It is telling that the European visitors were quite surprised by the number of schools in West Africa compared to the norm in their countries. Mungo Park, for example, noted that the Fulani, I call Fulani are Israelites, all right, the Bundu and Senegal had established little schools in every city. A director of the French trading company, I'm trying to pronounce this, La Compagnie du Senegal, who was very impressed with the Mandingo and emphasized that almost all could read and write, that they had public schools in which marabouts taught Arabic to children. All right. Baron Roger, a governor of Senegal, remarked that as late as 1828 that there were villages which we find more Negroes who can read and write the Arabic, which for them is a dead scholarly language, than we find peasants in our French country side who can read and write French. All right. All right. So they're not gonna tell you. So what they tell you, are you a bunch of dumb niggas. All right. Look, Esau didn't pick up no dummies, man. All right. He knew what he was doing, man, when he was capturing our people from West Africa, man. All right. Make sure you're trying to find something. Yeah, something interesting, right? Because people, he said non-Muslims. Who are those non-Muslims he was talking about, man? All right, you go to page 16, this book. It says right here, it says, let me see. It says a Spanish priest writing about Senegal in 1646 was happy to report that he baptized 400 white children and adults, including 25 white Hebrews, Jews who had been expelled from Spain and had settled in Senegal, but that concerning the natives, there's no way to convince them. All right, this refusal is conversion part of Muslims confirmed by a group of Portuguese living in Refusquite near present-day Dakar, who informed the Spanish Composite that unless God creates a miracle, they would attain no results conversion to the native. He was certainly right. Today, only 94% of Senegals are Muslims. All right, so here you go right here. The intro. He said, Jay won't have it, man. All right, but he says he baptized 400 white children and adults, including 25 white Hebrew Jews who had been expelled from Spain and had settled in Senegal. All right, so just telling you, there was Israelites live among Israelites, but different was these Israelites was keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Well, till they got converted to Catholicism, they was keeping the law, statutes, commandments among their brethren who was into Islam, man. All right, and don't be thrown off by white, man. All right, because they tell you things to discredit you. All right, this let's see. Let me find this in here. Let's see if I can find this note in here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it says right here, go page 146 from Babylon Timbuktu. It says Gabe was professor of the Old Testament in Duke University, Durham, North Carolina. He knew the entire truth about the black Jews, talking about the dark-skinned Jews, all right? Dark brown, right? It says, but he considered it unwise to veer everything. Gabe was writing primary to a white Southern audience in 1930. All right, so he writing to an Edomite audience in 1930 in the South. All right, so this is a heyday, man. Because the clans, man, and all that stuff. They said at this time, the Ku Klux Klan was in its heyday, and he did not want at this time. The Ku Klux Klan was in a heyday. He did not want any repercussions. Moreover, if Gabe had said positively that the Zod dynasty and the original Jew were black, the power structure and the clergy would have come down him like a storm. It would have, man. They would have hung him, man. All right, they would have hung him. They would have got mad. They would have hung a whole bunch of jakes, man. All right, that's how Esau is, man. All right, he's like a little spoiled kid, man. All right, it says also Hangret Bart said that the kingdom of Ganta was founded by Wakamanga. Davidson said that Kamaga was a title of the kings of Ghana about 300 AD by a family of whites. Luke Fube. The word Luke, I pronounced it. Lukaditos means white Ethiopians. When European writers speak of white agents or white Ethiopians, they are referring to black people who had thin faces, straight noses, and thin lips. Caucasian features are found among many black African, right? Talking about Caucasian found many black African. All right, talking about Ham. They also found him on Jake, man. All right, well, there's like these features, man. Concerning Barward, see Travels Discovery North and Central Africa, Volume 3, London, Frank Cass and Company, 1965, page 67. All right. So when Esau talk about when he talking about certain Jakes or heathens, outside of Israelites that have white feet, he talking about they had thin nose, thin lips, and sharp. He talking about Salak. He's talking about sharp noses, thin lips, and high cheekbones. All right, and straight hair, but they melanated or dark skinned people, man. All right, that's what he talking when he talking about white, man. All right, so you gotta, read between the lines, man. All right, so this is part 1, so I'll be back with part 2.